Getting ready to restart. Kyle Busch had come in for 2 tires. He went back out on the racetrack, and guess what? The left rear went flat. He had to come back in. They put 4 tires on and handed Kyle a bottle of water.
Yeah, when he came to pit road just a little bit ago, all they changed was right sides, and of course it's the left rear that you see is pretty flat.
That's kind of a gamble, Larry, if you take 2 tires, that you didn't run over something with all that debris out there.
But what a break they called it.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
They didn't. Juan Montoya was right behind Busch. He spotted it, told his spotter, who ran over to Busch's spotter, who brought the 18 in. Coming to green.
Let's get
Kyle
going here.
will be the last car on the lead lap. He'll be 24th. David Rudiman, Jeff Burton on the front row. Montoya with Jeff Gordon, Harvick and Newman, McMurray, Keselowski, Earnhardt and Hamlin the top 10. Green flag with 24 cars on the lead lap and 1:36 to go.
This is big. This is going to get big, guys.
Oh, Truex did not go, and they stacked up.
Somebody ran. There was people running over each other all back in there. You see the 6 cars smoking. Something's wrong with the 56.
We stay green.
But yeah, that's what started it all. Was the 56 had an issue.
He couldn't go, and man, they backed everything up.
And now debris in the first turn. The caution will wave over Jeff Burton, who was the race leader and took off. Let's show you the restart and the scatter effect from the DirecTV blimp. Now Truex restarted in row 6, so he would be in 12th place on this restart.
You see right over here, I mean, he just didn't go. And everybody's running into, the back end of each other. You see these 3 guys here all bam into each other. That's the 6. A couple other cars.
Yeah, Reagan hit the wall pretty hard.
And you can see that Truex there in the 56, he's down there on the bottom. He can't go anywhere.
Watch on the outside row, 6 rows back, the Napa car stacks him up.
He missed, I believe he missed his shift. I saw fire fly out the tailpipes like he may have missed his shift.
Let's ride along, Daryl, and hear what it sounds like.
Everybody's rolling. Side inside. Side inside, outside, inside and out, inside and out, inside and out.
Something weird going on there.
Almost inside and out.
Almost like he went, like he didn't miss his shift. He went to the wrong gear.
Yeah.
The
Motor
engine.
or transmission. Check up. Still crashing. Get around these guys. Come on. You're all good. Still green. Got one inside. 2 wide. Door. Left rear. Clear.
There will be pit stops. Tony Stewart, David Reagan, Sam Hornish, and Kyle Busch. Dick?
Well, the number 56, Martin Truex, is on pit road. Mechanics are underneath it, working in the transmission area. Kyle Busch is right in front of him. They're trying to fix sheet metal on his car.
He must have gotten into somebody in that dust up from Truex on back.
Yeah, there were so many cars that were running into each other. I'm sure he was one of them. Poked a hole in the nose.
And why is it so important to fix that?
Well, the speed you're running here, the nose of that car is so important for front downforce, which is the grip of the front tires, plus as far as aerodynamic drag, the speed you're running here on the straightaway.
I mean, like we said a little bit ago, you're running almost 190 miles an hour down that back straightaway. You got to plant that nose or you're going to be in trouble.
And Larry, take a quick look. They're using a propane torch to try to mold that bare bond to the nose and make it more efficient.
Well, they heat it up a little bit. It's going to grip the nose quicker. That's the whole goal.
Exactly right, to make it hit the shape better so it doesn't come loose and yet helps the aerodynamics rather than take away from it.
Hornish and Reagan still on pit road, and here's the torch going across. The torch is passed.
Yeah, this type of adhesive, when you put it in place, it's there. You're not going to move it, and then you heat it up a little bit, it just makes it adhere even better.
Back in the old days, it was barely bond. Now it's bare bond.
How long ways to go? We'll get our lap back here if I can go get them. Get it unstuck, guys.
So everyone has at least 2 fresh tires as the Camaro pace car goes to pit road. Jeff Burton and Jeff Gordon. Bring them down for the restart. It'll be 130 laps to go as we go back under the green flag.
That was a pretty good restart by Jeff Gordon that time.
He dropped Drops in second behind Burton.
Nice job. Drive away from it.
Rudeman third, Montoya fourth, and then it jams up a little bit. Back where Kevin Harvick is. Side by side with Jamie Mack. Behind Ryan Newman and just out of the top 5.
We got a new player in the top 10. You see that 12 car, Brad Keselowski, sitting up there in the 8th spot right now.
And you know what I like about him, Larry? I don't think we've mentioned him much tonight at all, and that means he's kept his nose very clean.
Truex tried the inside on Joey Logano, trying to grab spots anywhere you can.
And what Martin Truex Jr. in that 56 car is trying to do is pass Joey Logano to be the first car lap down. Should we get the caution, gets the free pass.
Hello.
Elliott Sadler, the 19, trying to get out of harm's way. Harm being the 9, the 8 of Casey Kane, the 18 of Kyle Busch, and the 83 of Brian Vickers.
That was interesting because it looks like that 18 car. It didn't look like he was carrying much speed, but he got out of that hole pretty good, and he's all right now.
That's a heck of a fight for 16th place.
It really is.
The front 4 cars have not been to victory lane since. For Jeff Burton, it's been 51 races. 39 races for Jeff Gordon in second. 34 races. That's last year's Coke 600 for David Rudeman. And 102 races for Juan Montoya. Hungry? You bet.
And when I think about 2 of those 4 cars, actually 3 of them in particular, but Gordon and Montoya, they have fast race cars every single week. They just have not with the victory lane this year.
And here's what I'm watching. I'm watching the front of the field, the top 10. I'm watching it slowly pay off for the veteran drivers. You got Burton and Gordon up there, and then you got Harvick, who's pretty good here, as we well know. But you slip on down here to Kurt Busch in 10th, and Mark Martin has slipped up to 11th place here, quietly doing it.
There's how long it's been since the last visit to victory lane for our front 4. Krista?
Well, I mentioned that the last 3 stops, Jeff Burton and crew chief Todd Berrier have elected to take 2 tires. Speaking to Todd Berrier today, he said 4 tires, and I just don't think it's going to work. It doesn't make any sense for Darlington, but nothing this weekend makes any sense.
Well, I think a lot of them paid close attention to that Nationwide Series race last night. Like Darrell pointed out, they run the same tire, and I think they learned a lot from what they saw there.
This is a heck of a tire. It just doesn't have to give up, and you don't need 4 of them to be good.
Richard Childress Racing with 2 cars in the top half dozen. Kevin Harvick just made a run on Ryan Newman for 5th and then dropped back in line in front of Hamlin. Their other teammate Clint Boyer's been in and out of the garage all night and is 36 laps down. Brake problems.
Let me correct myself. You need 4 tires.
Yes.
You just don't need 4 new tires.
Hamlin makes the pass. He comes up to 6th. He's on his way back to the front.
Yes, he is. But just talking about how much grip this racetrack is getting, Jeff Burton, the 31 car leader, just a couple of laps ago, not only cut the fastest lap of the race that he's run, but the fastest lap of the race, period.
16th place. Quite a battle. Greg Biffle in the 16. Brian Vickers 83. And their lap times are well off the lead pace because they've been fighting each other for position.
Oh yeah, they're just
and here comes Martin.
They're slowing each other down is all they're doing. Somebody needs to yield here.
Well, you can really hear him having to pedal that throttle on the exit of the corner. And you see that little orange dot way up in front of him right now. That's Joey Logano in the 20 car. He's the first car 1 lap down.
Quick update on cars out of the race. Jimmy Johnson crashed with A.J. Allmendinger. Johnson's out. Allmendinger in the garage under repair. Also out as you watch Martin Truex and Casey Kane go at it. Robbie Gordon in the garage. And out of the race, Todd Bodine, Michael McDowell, J.J. Yaley, Dave Blaney, and Reed Sorensen.
These guys were going at it pretty hard there down the straightaway.
You know, last week Casey Kane was having an issue with Joey Logano. They had a battle for several laps. Now it looks like he's going to have a pretty good battle going there with Martin Truex tonight.